What's up?
So here it goes, our first ever Ask Us Anything segment. We're going to bring this to you every single Monday, so you can ask us anything, but of course within reason, right?
Yeah, because there's some things that I probably shouldn't tell you that might incriminate myself.
Digital Rob is holding the camera, who will start with some questions already. And don't forget, just go ahead and type your questions in the comment section. He'll let us know.
All right, I got to ask you guys, who gets here first every day?
I do.
Totally. Yes. There was a brief period of time in the summer where I was getting here really early.
Yes.
But I was living with some friends at that time, and I just couldn't stand waking up in a place that I wasn't normally comfortable with. So I was here usually like 3:30 in the morning.
And I would always hear music blasting from his office. And it was usually something from like the 1970s, 1980s variety.
Yep.
But I loved it. I enjoyed it.
So I think one of the biggest questions people always have about radio is we hear what goes on when you guys are talking, but then the music's on. What happens when the music's on and you guys are in here? What do you guys normally do?
Is it possible any of our employers will see this?
We do a lot of things. We're writing for our website. We're talking about what we're going to do on the next segment.
Eating
I'm
occasionally.
waving your fart smells.
No!
Yes,
Not that early. I wait till you're in
no.
here.
Yeah, you wait until I'm in here. That's the thing. He doesn't wait till I leave the room. You wait till I'm in here.
Let me show people the chosen scent for replacement.
And he'll usually apologize, but I'll walk into the room and he'll be like, oh, by the way, I just farted.
It's this.
It's very Christmassy.
You know, it is. So that way, I mean, seriously, this over the smell of a fart is very joy-filled. Makes you think of the holidays.
Yeah, just ask me.
It already smells like a fruitcake in here. It's lovely and pine. So you guys obviously are on a morning show. What time do each of you get up in the morning?
My clock goes off at 3:30, but then I have a 3:45 and a 4.
Yeah, so do I. So do I. And then sometimes I'll hit the snooze one time at 4 o'clock and roll out of bed at 4:09. But yeah, it just really depends on how I'm feeling in the morning. Sometimes I'll get up and just, but yeah, 3:30 for me.
Okay.
With the two of you sitting in here talking to each other, is there ever a time that maybe it gets a little too casual and you kind of almost say something you're not supposed to, like maybe like drop a word that you're not supposed to say?
To each other or on the air?
On the air.
No.
No.
I don't
You
think
never
so.
had one almost slip at all?
No, like a swear word?
Yeah.
No. That doesn't mean we haven't wanted to drop a swear word.
I've in the past I've had moments. There was just one caller in particular who said something incredibly rude, and can I say that word now?
That's up to you.
How many letters?
No, I'll just say this. You know, sometimes there is no need for anybody to be an asshole. There just isn't. And if you're going to be incredibly rude, we are not going to want to talk to you.
Okay. How do you guys? You're in here in the morning early. Obviously, as I've said before. Breakfast. What do you guys do? What do you guys eat in here in the morning?
Well, my boyfriend wakes up every single morning and makes me breakfast. And you'll know the days. You'll know the days when he doesn't get up and make me breakfast because I'm really, really, really pissy.
Hangry is
I'm
the
in a
word,
really
yeah.
bad mood. And it just ruins my day. But I get breakfast made for me every single morning. And when he doesn't make breakfast, it's McDonald's.
Princess. Absolute princess is what she is.
I didn't ask for it. He offered. And I was like, you can't do this for me every single day.
But you do have a reaction if he doesn't wake up and make you breakfast.
I do.
He's gotten you so used to it now that, yeah.
I said, you can't get me used to this because when you stop doing it, I'm going to be upset.
Yeah, and you are. But it comes here, too. So could you just be upset with him?
Yes.
All right, once again, this is Ask Me Anything or Ask Us Anything with Steve Shannon and Amanda James of The Steve Shannon Show. So let's say you guys are in here and the music's playing. What song makes each of you sing? Is there one that all of a sudden you bust out singing on that you can't help yourself?
Right now, it's most of them for me. But I also like to make up my own words to the songs, too. So, but for me right now, it's definitely Taylor Swift and Zayn's I Don't Want to Live Forever. If I don't want to live here in pain. I don't think those are the words, but that's what I sing anyway.
And mine is this. Or you put your pinky ring in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Kiss
24
myself.
karat magic.
Yes.
Yeah, pick up on.
Yes. Yes. Okay. No. Do you have any other questions for us this morning, Digital Rob?
Yeah. When you guys are here, when you guys are driving to work, do you ever see anything like really weird? Like it's got to be weird coming to work early in the morning, and you're like one of the only ones on the road, is there anything weird that ever happens?
Well, we drive down the same road every single morning. For me, I think the weirdest thing is I see a lot of people out walking and biking. Like you don't see a lot of drivers. I don't know if it's because they're on their way home. Like you'll drive by Spring Garden and there'll be people that are just getting there to eat breakfast as I'm going to work. Or there's the house that has the display in it, the holiday display.
That's on, what is that, Parkview?
Or High Crest.
High Crest, you're right, High Crest, yes.
They changed it. Same mannequins, but different message. It's a Valentine's Day message.
Oh, that's great.
So that's probably one of the... And there's another house on the corner of High Crest that has really creepy things that scares me every single time I take a ride on Chelsea. But not usually, just the random people walking down 251.
I search for smiles, honestly, because at that time we're driving. Very few people who are also getting up for work have found any joy. So I always get excited if I pull up to somebody who's smiling. You know, it's obviously something right is happening in their world. So hopefully it sort of is contagious. So I don't really see anything that weird. I have caught a few people on the mornings I've stopped to get a sausage burrito at McDonald's. You'll see the people who are in there sleeping.
Really?
Sitting at table sleeping, yes.
I got a question just in from Jeff. He wants to know, do you ever do themed work days? Like, do you dress up for fun at work?
I'm wearing this to make myself feel better about yesterday. Do we ever have that kind of?
No, I feel like because we already work in an industry where we don't have to dress up, like we could come to work in pajamas if we wanted to, that we don't really have a theme day. Although that'd be fun. It's a great idea.
You guys dressed up on Friday.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah. As Donald Trump and Melania. Yes. We should do more of that.
Yeah. I don't think, if you're looking, Jeff, for maybe something like a No Undies Tuesday or something like that, that's probably not going to happen.
It's pajama day every day here, and jean day.
I got Denise checking in who says, "Hey Steve, go Pack Go."
Yeah.
She also wants to know each of you favorite artist and least favorite artist.
That's tough. I'm trying to think of the most, when I think of favorite artist, I think about an actual album that I would buy of somebody's instead of just going in iTunes and picking and choosing.
Yeah.
My favorite artist right now is probably Bruno Mars.
Ah, very good. That's where I was headed too. I think he's the most talented artist that we're playing right now.
Yeah. Bruno Mars is probably my favorite right now. My least favorite is probably, I hate to say this, but it's Adele. I'm sorry.
Denise also big with Bruno Mars.
Yeah. I mean, how could you not? I mean, the guy literally can do it all. We just wrote on the website about the 5 best Super Bowl performances, and I think we all knew he could sing and he could dance and he was a great songwriter. But for me, being a drummer, I was blown away at that drum solo he started that performance with, and there isn't anything that he can do. We actually read a comment online that one guy said he does nothing that annoys you in concert. Nothing.
Yeah. And we're sending you to see him in LA, giving you a chance to see him in LA on our website, 97zokonline.com.
Trevor wanted to know, do either of you have any weird morning routines?
What do you consider weird? For me...
Well, I do.
What is it?
Well, I have sleep apnea, so I have to wear a machine on my face that's called a CPAP, and it's strapped, and it has these 2 little things that stick up my nose. But when you first get up, you have strap marks on your face. So I do a lot of this to try and get those marks out of my face and just wake my face back up.
I don't really. I mean, I like to listen when he's not here, and I'm looking for a classic jam idea. I like to blare some music that you probably wouldn't hear or haven't heard in 30 years, but other than that, I don't think so.
And then, of course, it's the show prep on the toilet.
Yeah, no, I don't do that.
Oh boy. So there you have it. There's Ask Us Everything. Ask Us Anything, rather. Or everything. You can ask us everything.
We don't know how this will grow from week to week. But we'll do this every Monday.
Yeah. If we didn't get your question today, we'll get to it next week for sure.
And you can always throw them in the comments below, and they will answer them next week.
Cool.